I remember when we would be in the hospital, I would always get mad if somebody was using the tricycle because that
Yes.
was my favorite thing.
He was one of the only children in Children's Hospital that would ride this tricycle from the playroom, like up and down the halls, like, just zooming around. The nurses just loved it. The ER doctor said this could be anything from the flu, it could even be cancer. Jake had the blood transfusions that got his counts where they needed them to be, and then we were finally able to go through chemotherapy, which we were in the hospital for about a month's time getting a lot of chemotherapy, mainly intravenously. It made him very sick and very lethargic. However, we knew the end result would be better. After 1 month's time of being in the hospital, Jake was considered in remission. They could not see any more cancer cells, but we still remained on chemotherapy for about 5 years. I absolutely think that those blood transfusions that Jake received helped him to gain, his strength and his blood counts back to where they needed to be normally. Because prior to that, with him being so severely anemic, he, for about a week's time, would not even move off the couch and touch a toy, barely eat. So it was amazing to finally see him, gain life from those blood transfusions. Knowing that it could be just the flu or it could be cancer, getting that cancer diagnosis was definitely shocking beyond belief. And for it to be our only child, it was just very, very scary. It was definitely a rough, I would say, probably 7 years. And to this day, it just amazes me that he had this diagnosis of leukemia, but he's just this spitting image of health. It's just amazing.
I've done 2 shows. My first show, I took home 2 medals. And then I also now personal train. And the past 2 years, I've actually been personal training under my own business. So I train independently. I think that maybe one thing that led me into this profession is that, I know 2 people helped me out, with the blood transfusions, and they impacted my life a lot. That could be why I love personal training now, because I get to help others and, guide them. I just like helping those people who are stuck or lost and, giving them that guidance to start, seeing what they want to see.
It makes me feel great that he went from this, child that lived through childhood, leukemia, and decided to just be on this very healthy track of life and, stay away from things that could help cause cancer, because even though he has been in remission for so long, he still, could have a repeat of cancer. To watch him be so healthy and care about his body makes me think that he's pretty untouchable if it came to another cancer diagnosis.
The biggest thing I definitely remember is all the spinal taps, probably just because they happen the most often, and at that age I was terrified of them. I think it's crazy, even nowadays, if somebody touches me on my back where they would have done those injections, I freak out.
So at the time of Jake's diagnosis, I did not give blood, but they basically told me that when you give blood, you are saving people's lives. Ever since his diagnosis, I give blood religiously every 12 weeks, and it's such a good feeling. It does not hurt. So for anyone who is leery of giving blood, it's a very painless procedure, and you're helping save lives. It's so important.
I can't thank them enough. I wish I knew who they were so I could personally thank them. But yeah, they did an amazing thing, and they definitely did save my life, as she said. And yeah, I'm just extremely grateful that I was given those opportunities.